Good afternoon, everybody. Late last year, I had decided that I wanted to start doing some vlogging, especially dealing with the day-to-day things that I have gone through and deal with sickle cell anemia, and also the things that I deal with concerning my son, who happens to have autism, and the journey that I've had to go on with him and his disability. Recently, I applied for guardianship over Jeremiah now that he is 18. And the reason why I did that is because Jeremiah doesn't have the intellectual ability, to know when somebody is taking advantage of him, and, he'll need somebody to be his voice, like as far as doctor's visits, and to be his advocate when he can't put into words, like me and you can, what he's feeling, and stuff. So, I had to put that kind of thing in place, which is also a good thing too, because, when I go into a sickle cell crisis, I never know for sure how long the crises will last. And for the past several months, I have been hospitalized at least 4 times, like at least 4 times, and for somebody with an intellectual disability, that can really take a toll on that person. And I know it weighs heavy on my son when I am sick, and it makes him worry about me, which I don't like to see him worried, but I mean, you just can't help it. Usually Jeremiah is very upbeat and happy-go-lucky, laid-back type of person, but when things are bothering him, he tends to act it out instead of be able to tell you exactly what is wrong or what's causing his issues. So this morning I had a meeting with his CAP services people, and we decided that Quentin, which has been our angel, he's really been our family's angel. He is the one that has taught Jeremiah how to become a real gentleman, and I mean, I couldn't ask for any better worker than with Quentin. He has literally watched Jeremiah grow from a little boy into a young man. And I mean, I know that if it had not been for Quentin, that I don't think Jeremiah would be doing as good as he is doing right now. That means the world to me, because I know that no matter if I'm sick or not, that I know that Jeremiah is in good hands when he's with Quentin. Quentin knows how to handle him. He knows things to entertain him and to assure him that everything is going to be okay, that he has somebody on his side. And that helps a whole lot. It takes a lot of the weight and worry off my shoulders, because I know that Quentin has not just Jeremiah's interest, but also my family's best interest at heart. This guy goes above and beyond the call of duty when it comes to Jeremiah, and he's been that way pretty much since day one. But today's meeting, we decided that Quentin will be Jeremiah's adapted family living person. And I had been praying about that situation because, number one, it takes Jeremiah a very long time to adjust to new people and new environments and new situations. And I know that the fit will be great with Quentin because he already knows Quentin. Quentin knows him. They both feel comfortable with each other. And if I ever had to leave my child for any reason, then I know that Quentin will do what he needs to do concerning taking care of Jeremiah. So soon Jeremiah will be doing what we call respite care. Say for instance, if I were to get sick and Jeremiah didn't want to be here with my fiance or something to that effect, then Jeremiah would be with Quentin during those times. Or like, if I needed a respite break from Jeremiah because I'm ill, then I can call Quentin and call him in for respite care to take care of Jeremiah. So we've put that etching stone into place today. It couldn't have been any more easy than it has been. I have prayed for years and years, Lord, if something were to ever happen to me, who would take care of my son? Who would take care of my son? That's always been at the back of my mind, especially having a sickle cell. As his mom, I worry about him daily, and I'm glad God has answered my prayers. I am so thankful for that. I know it was the hand of God that worked this situation out to where it's not even a worry anymore. And I'm thankful for my dad, who also had a hand in raising Jeremiah. I'm also just overjoyed that, Ben is also somebody else on the support system team concerning Jeremiah. It makes all of this worth it. Sometimes I've had challenges concerning Jeremiah, and there have been times when he's had to be hospitalized due to what he deals with concerning his autism issues and everything. And to know that now that's not a worry for me, that's a big weight lifted up off my shoulders. And I thank God that this worked out the way that it did. I couldn't imagine a better team than what I have. I want to thank my family. Thank you, Facebook family and friends who've prayed for us, who have seen the hard times that I've dealt with concerning just my sickle cell, but also the things I have had to deal with concerning Jeremiah. It means the whole wide world to me to know that there is a real support system out there for us. Dealing with a child with intellectual disabilities, everybody does not understand. They have no clue the things that you deal with concerning things that you have to deal with day to day with a child with a special need such as autism. It can be a real roller coaster ride, but I wouldn't trade any of that ride for the world. I just wish that everybody could have had it as easy as I have, because for the most part, Jeremiah is very happy. He always smiles, and everything is okay in his world when you see his smile. That is Jeremiah's trademark. And that things are not good, or he's worried or upset about something if he's not smiling. People have always told him that the thing about him is that they admire most and that they look for the most and about him is that smile. And that's always been a part of who he is. I can't believe that Jeremiah is now 18 years old. Like, what? It's unreal. I can't get over the fact that, yes, he is. He's 18 years old. And he said, Mom, I'm a big boy now. And he said, when I grow up and be a big boy, will I be having to pay bills? I said, yeah. I said, that's the ugly side of adulthood. You got to pay bills. And he said, okay. Well, I want to pay bills. I can't wait to get me a job and be able to go to work. Earlier this week I had an IEP meeting with Jeremiah, and he's been telling me and the teachers for years that, you know, he was ready for graduation to get here, because I'm going to find me a job, you know. And I'm just amazed at how things have worked out for Jeremiah. I mean, he's usually meek and very respectful and mindful of other people, and I haven't had any like teenage issues that typical teenage children and their parents have to go through. That haven't been my experience. You know, I think God knew just what I needed in my own child. I wouldn't trade any of it for the whole wide world. You know, I wouldn't trade the fact that if I don't feel good, and Jeremiah knows that if I have to be put in the hospital, he'll question the nurses and ask them, you know, have you given her medicine? Do you want something to drink, Mom? I mean, he just really goes that extra mile to make sure I am okay, and that means so much to me. But I feel blessed to know that now when I'm sick, that I don't have to worry so much about what happens to Jeremiah. I know that Jeremiah will be in the best hands possible with Quentin, and you know, I'll keep you all posted on how everything is progressing. You know, I won't just do stuff about sickle cell or about even autism. You know, I'll be doing other little things and keep you all updated on what's going on in the Tower Pettis gang lives. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Continue to keep us in your prayers. We'll continue to keep you in ours. And I'll see you in the next video. I didn't mean to start crying in the video, but honestly, I just cannot get over the fact that I now have an 18-year-old son. But God has been good to us, and I pray the blessings of the Lord remain with you. And until we see each other again, thanks for watching. Have a great Wednesday.